got a decent topic in mind, and that's about upgrading your bike. So a lot of the times, especially when it's your first bike, I think you want to instantly experience it, and then you get a little bit bored and you decide to change it up a little bit, be it for cosmetic appeal or for performance. And this is my opinion on modifying your bike. So on my little bike, on my X18 that I have, as soon as I got that, I spent maybe $140 just in maintenance, getting the oil changed and getting everything checked out by a mechanic, and doing all that stuff, which actually turned out not to be such a great idea. I could have saved a lot of money by doing it on my own, just because all that stuff that was done to it was decent, but it wasn't anything impossible. Aside from that, when I gave it to the mechanic, it took 3 months for it to get worked on. 3 months. Yes, he had a lot of other bikes, but still, that shit was crazy to me. So from this point, I started fixing the bike up myself and doing everything I wanted to it, but on my own. And as a result of spending maybe $20 here, $40 there, and things like this, as a total, I've ended up spending maybe about $1,000 on my little bike, because you'll add one thing and then you'll add another and then you'll add another. And so when you do this and you don't have a plan laid out of exactly what you want to do, you end up spending a lot more money than you actually may have intended to. And you don't feel it as much because it's only small amounts. So on this bike that I have now, all the upgrades that I'm gonna do to it are limited to begin with, and secondly, they're all things that I can remove. Be it even they might not be upgrades for the bike, they just might be things that are important to have when having a bike. So things like the stands, the headstand, the swing arm stand, and things like this are all things that I have to just buy to keep. And so upgrades are gonna just be very limited. I might get the speed DDR, which will or DRD, which will get the miles per hour correct, because right now it's off between maybe 2 and 10%. I really don't know. When using the GPS reads much lower than the speedometer. So that's definitely something I'm gonna do. But the thing about that upgrade is that it's easily removable. It's easily applied and easily removed. Thank you. Okay, so upgrades. That's literally the only upgrade I can think of right now. I know I have more in mind, but I just can't remember exactly what they are right now. I mean, as far as upgrades go, I'm not gonna spend more than maybe $200-400. And everything that I do spend, it's gonna be removable. Things that I can take off the bike if needed, or anything else like this. Because I don't want to spend a whole lot of money and then have it be just given away. Now, aside from upgrades, then of course there's going to be the expenditures of maintenance, and so you have to keep that in mind too. When you're thinking upgrades budget, you have to keep in mind you can't go nuts, because you need to have a budget to maintenance your bike.